All right. Everyone, introduce your channels too, and all that good stuff. I'll introduce us all. I think we've already started. Hi, guys. Hi. How's it going, everyone? We are live. Session with chocolate.
Ah, right.
Patrice, I knew you would get that one. I knew you would get that one. We're gonna wait for a few people to get here. What up, what up, what up, you guys? What up, what up? We are back with a world reading. It's been a lot going on in the atmosphere, guys. We're gonna tell you a little bit about our sisters group, our sisters trip that we took. What happened there, and what is happening now moving forward. So, guys, we're talking about the Leviathan spirit or demon. Some people call it a demon, but basically, we're talking about how the Leviathan is causing another judgment day. This is a world reading, energetic reading, and it is about to get so deep. Hold on to your seats. We are about to go to under the sea, like the Little Mermaid. By the way, did y'all hear about people eating little mermaids and stuff? That's kind of cuckoo. But we're gonna go under the sea. We're gonna channel what's going on under the waters, above the skies, like we've been talking about. And we're gonna talk about what truly is the Leviathan spirit, right? Or Leviathan demon. I know I put that in there because that's what people think that it is, but is it truly, truly a demon, y'all? We're gonna break this down and how this could be leading to the great severing, to the great divide, to the reset, to the revelations, and to the judgment day. Okay. So please, guys, I think about almost 60% of you guys who watch this channel regularly are not subscribed. Guys, YouTube be hating on me, especially. Be hating on all of us. You guys have to support the content creators that you want to stay around, because we pour out so much to be here, and it's absolutely free. I never asked you guys for money. All I ask for you guys to just like, share, and of course, subscribe. And if YouTube has unsubscribed you, because they do that, girl, please resubscribe yourself and click on all notifications so you get notified. And I will be posting on this channel about 4 to 5 times per week. We're going into a new season. Once again, guys, I know it's a lot of announcements. We're gonna get to the Leviathan spirit, right? But we are your quantum healers, guys. We are all certified quantum telepathic healers. Some do readings, healing, some are spiritual mediums, some are intuitives. Between all of us, we have all the clairs. And then some of us do hypnosis as well, past life regression, right? Quantum healing hypnosis. So if you do want to book a session with me or any of the other girls, please always do just email instructions, number 4, humanity at gmail.com. So we're going to all, hi, my dear. Hi, Angel. I miss you. Good evening. Hi, Sean. Sean's my day one. He's been like since the beginning, right? Sean was my day one. And abundantly empowered. What is up? Okay, guys, we're going to get some introductions here. And you guys just go ahead and introduce yourself. And I don't know if you want to just introduce yourself, your channels and all of that, where they can find you. And then we'll go into a little bit about our trip, and then we'll parlay that into the Leviathan, right? Of what's going on. So first up on the mic, who'd like to introduce themselves first? Just feel free to do it.
Hi guys,
Just want
my
to see.
name is Mother of the Divine Flame, known as Trinity. So our channel, me and Taya, Mother of All Knowing, we have a channel called Birthing 5D where we have been posting a little bit. So, just check on there. We're talking about birthing 5D, like just birthing a new creation and talking about death and rebirth, light and dark, masculine, just anything. Just subscribe to us. And I am a quantum telekinetic healer, telekinetic reader, just all this. Just check out Birthing 5D on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, all that. Thank you.
Awesome. Please put it down also to Trinity or Taya, put it in the chat as well so people can subscribe. And let me get the spotlight off. Girl, I got to figure it out. There's a lot going on. So guys, please subscribe to Birthing 5D. We have to support each other. And like I said, YouTube be hating on my channel. So if girl, if they ban me for a few days, I might have to get on one of these other channels to keep moving the message forward. Okay. So please, Birthing 5D YouTube and on all social media platforms. And with that being said, I guess Taya will just parlay right into you since you are the other half of Birthing 5D.
Hi, everyone. I'm Taya, and I also am a quantum telekinetic healer, empath, intuitive. I like to play and have fun in the spiritual world. It gives me so much joy. Um, I am also a spiritual doula, and a womb oracle. So I just, I really work with the divine feminine energy all together. One of my specialties that I absolutely love is conception, pregnancy, and childbirth. Those are the things that I'm the most passionate about. So on Birthday 5D, you'll start to hear me talk more and more and more about pregnancy, childbirth, all of those beautiful parts of creation. And so thank you to Hira for having us here with you.
You're
And
welcome.
Lee, Patrice, thank you all.
Awesome. Kicking up next, let's go to Catrice. Miss Catrice, go ahead.
Hi, everybody. It's Catrice here, and I'm finally on YouTube. And my channel is Ethereal Hypnosis Radio. It is radio style videos, and I touch on healing through hypnosis, meditation, and shadow work. And so, yeah, come over to my page and check out some of my videos, and let's get healing.
Thank you, my dear. And please put your channel down in the description. Like, guys, I'm serious. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check if y'all subscribing to these channels now. We're gonna stop the message until we get the subscriptions up. No, no, but we got to support each other, guys. We have to because the message needs to be moved forward in this moment in time, guys.
Mhm.
And here we go. It is gonna be Miss Lee, Mother Therio herself.
Hi, beautiful souls. I love you, love you, love you, everyone. Um, my name is Lee. I started my YouTube channel as well. Um, the handle is Heal from the Heart 333. I'm still playing around with the names. The purpose of my channel is to relay messages. Mainly right now, I'm being called to focus on the divine masculine and wanting to lift them up, but also teach the divine feminines to heal and help both parts within ourselves to be healthy and to have an open heart. Um, and so yeah, and my new gift, I guess I kind of already knew, but it went online in full force after Arizona is my channeling skills and my mediumship, and we'll get into that later. That was quite amazing. But if you're already subscribed to my channel, you probably already heard a little bit of it because I posted today. But yeah, I'm really excited to be on this live tonight and to be able to speak on what humanity needs to know right now and how we can move forward.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Hi guys, and Lee, please put your channel down in the description, guys. Please, Birthing 5D, Ethereal Hypnosis Radio, and Heal from the Heart, which Lee's gonna place that down there. Please, 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 please subscribe, guys. We're gonna get into this. We do have some things to say about our trip, guys, and I have a lot of footage, but I have to edit together, and there's a lot of videos. You know, and it takes a long time to upload those and organize them and edit. But I don't know. Do you guys want to talk? Okay, we need to talk a little bit about that so that you guys can understand what season that we're in when we're talking about the Leviathan spirit. This Leviathan spirit is like a sea serpent. They do name it in biblical text. A lot of people are afraid of this. We're getting the energy that this could cause the great severing. Catrice pulled some cards prior to this, and I was actually had channeled something about the great divide as well. And this is about to get deep, guys. I need you guys to hold on to your seat and to have an open mind. And what I mean by that is because we know that biblical scripture talks about the Leviathan spirit. These may not get them, this may not be the message we receive tonight. It may be, it may be the message, but it may not be. And we need to keep an open mind because in truth, us psionic healers, energy readers, clairvoyants, right? Mediums, we're the last stance for humanity. And we're going to get to the truth because there's been nothing but a bunch of lies in circulation throughout the last age. Okay. So I'm going to talk really quickly about what happened in Arizona, and then we're going to parlay that into what is going on now. We are still in, I guess, a judgment season. And let me see. I'm just going to say this really quickly. So, guys, we met in Arizona and we had a beautiful sisters retreat, lots of healing. We took our gifts to the next level. Lots of activations. Everybody received spiritual gifts. Like Source was just handing them out because we showed up, right? Lots of clearing. But what we found when we got there, the ancestors were speaking to us. And you know, on this channel, we've been dealing with, for the past few months, I've been talking a lot about the Aboriginals of America and the Native Americans, the indigenous here on this land. And I was wondering, why does Source keep bringing these messages up? My channel is not about race. It's not about, history. It's not about any of that. But now I see it was leading up to what we would face in Arizona. When we went there, guys, the whole place was vibrating like a huge vortex. And we weren't even in the vortexes. We did not even have to go to the vortexes to feel the energy of the ancestors. From the moment we touched down, the ancestors started to speak through all of us, right? It turns out that we were brought there because us as the Seven Sisters, we are a divine council that actually takes part in the judgment of souls. So it was time to usher the souls back to the light that had been enchained for a very long time. It turns out that our souls had been holding space for them to basically, for their soul to learn in this kind of purgatory state. And really our other sister, Angela, her mission or her soul contract was really to take up the most of that work, and she had been holding that for a very long time, so we definitely thank her for her service. But we were able to get that released, and what happened, guys, is that all the souls that sold, all the people that sold their souls for material wealth or for gain, their souls were being held in almost a purgatory. And what we were doing as the Seven Sisters were holding space for the correction of Source. And what that means is holding space for these souls to take more incarnations so that they could actually learn, so they could eventually, in this season of the judgment, move towards the light. Well, we went to Arizona because we all graduated. We've all been training here as psionic practitioners, as quantum telepathic healers, as master hypnosis and all of that. We went there for our own graduation, but we did not know is that these souls would actually be graduating from the darkness into the light. So I have to say that first. But now as we've come back home, and now we're picking up on the energy of the souls that Source is not allowing to move further, to move into the light? What do we do with these souls? What's happening? The new moon is here. The full moon right now outside is on blast right now. Lots of energy circulating. Depending on where your mind and consciousness sits, you may be feeling it in a positive way or a negative way. But what we want to highlight in this moment is there is a piece, I guess the other half of the souls that did not get to go to the light. And guys, we saw the souls go to the light. We went outside when we were in Sedona. When we went in the restaurant, there were no stars. When we came back out, all of the stars were out. And in that moment, we realized that these souls, when a soul actually truly gets to the light, it does become a star. We are stars. We are the stars. We literally are the stars. The souls are the stars. We actually were able to see that in real time. But now we're dealing with a whole other half of the template of souls and creatures and beings that cannot move forward to the light. Their soul did not learn in that amount of time that they had to actually take these incarnations, learn the lessons, and expand to higher realms of consciousness. For whatever reason, those souls either could not do that or would not do that, chose not to do that. And so this brings us to the Leviathan. When I was on the plane on my way home, Source said the Leviathan storm is coming. And the Leviathan is like a sea creature. It's like a serpent. It looks super demonic. In the Bible, they talk about it, how it's going to come and destroy. And I have my own findings about the Leviathan spirit, but I want to also see what the other girls get. So I'm going to hold back what I feel right now, and we're going to just tap into the energy so you guys can see the reading kind of unfold here. And anyone else in this moment of time has any information to give about what they've been channeling, please do that at this time.
Okay. Yeah, so when we were channeling the Leviathan spirit, I was feeling like my throat was constricted. I felt like all of the cell phone usage, the just like using the phones a lot is really constricting the throat chakra because EMF, like radiation and stuff, is like it's really part of the throat chakra. And I just feel like a split is really gonna happen. Like, like, are you gonna choose love or fear for the 3 days of darkness? It's up to you.
I love that, Trinity. I I just question like we looked it up on the internet and it looked like Tahira said, a serpent. And then part of me wants to think, is it a dragon though? A dragon spirit, like a water dragon coming in to help cleanse because they are just magnificent creatures. Um, but at the same time, I see the Leviathan also using the water to like split the earth, if that makes sense. And yes, um, and yeah, it looks very scary, but it feels neutral or actually more loving, to be honest. Like in my mind's eye, I don't see it like, I don't know, not like those dark grays and, grayed out colors. It's more of a deep blue, if that makes sense. Um, yeah.
Ooh, I'm getting a knot in my stomach. Ooh.
Yeah. So it's so funny because I wrote down, I mean, I agree with Trinity with the fear and the trust. We've been speaking on the 3 days of darkness. And so I feel like the Leviathan is something that's more energetic versus biblical. And it's that test that we were talking about. It's a test of, are you going to fall for the fear, or are you going to trust yourself? Are you going to go within to trust yourself and expand from there, or are you going to, or are you going to fall into the fear and be stuck here in the 3D? So I agree with both Lee and Trinity on that. I just feel like it's something energetic.
Guys, look at this. So I just pulled this up, and I wasn't trying to get to Instagram at all, but it pulled it up. So look what this person wrote, because I think we're talking about a little bit of this. It says, the Leviathan is a monster of the sea. He is a seventh prince of hell. He afflicts people with envy, jealous, spirit, destruction, lie, anger. Those are the 7 deadly sins, Lee, that you were mentioning yesterday in our session. Says, and then this person, this is their opinion. If you have any of this, sorry, you have the spirit of Leviathan, right? Which is true. Those 7 deadly sins that we were talking about. And we were talking, literally, our session yesterday was about, I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say this, but it was basically about when the darkness really inhabits all the way, right? When you're more in the darkness than the light, right? You typically are in one of those 7 deadly sins, if not all of them, right? So this person is saying that this is the Leviathan spirit, right? And the Leviathan spirit can never die until the coming of Jesus. Only pray to God to deliver you from the Leviathan spirit. That is what their consensus was. But of course, it feels as if this person is coming from a religious background, which is fine. We welcome all opinions here. But the whole point is we want to tap into those 7 deadly sins and how it's causing the Leviathan to come up from its post, I'm hearing. So I got a lot of messages. I think we got to go under the sea. We need to go under the sea. Go ahead, Lee. Go ahead.
When you were talking about the 7 deadly sins, I think the Leviathan is going to bring it up for the people who are still struggling with those sins, and to face them and to see what you do with them. It is your judgment time when the Leviathan comes, and you will be faced with greed if you struggle with greed, or wrath, or pride, like any of those. It's going to come in full force. And it depends on if you surrender and let go of those sins and live in the opposite. Like, for example, confidence is like the opposite of pride, right? You want to be confident, grounded confidence, right? But not prideful. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Taya, do you have anything right now?
No, not right now. I'm getting messages, but I'm trying to put them together. So it's
Okay,
just
no
kind of
worries.
all over.
Okay, no worries. I want to say really quickly, guys. So this really, guys, I want to be sensitive. I want to be sensitive because I want to be sensitive, but I honestly, guys, I just got to be real. I got to be real right now in this moment. We did experience such a joyous time of understanding that we were helping those souls finally go to the light after so many lifetimes of being held. And it was really, Source allowed time for the correction. So Source gave grace. And I think in some way, us seven sisters were probably guiding all of those souls, through their various incarnations so that they could learn the lessons and ultimately come to the light. And we were all there for their graduation. But now, what do we do with the nest egg of souls, creatures, and beings that have been deemed too negative to actually make it to the light? This is what we are channeling with the Leviathan spirit. When Source said it's a storm, it's not just one thing. So when we think about Source is showing me the Leviathan spirit, it has a post under the sea, right? And it sits there. And only you yourself can awaken it. When the energy shift, when we get into these collective energy portals, we know that they were opening all those portals with the Vatican, right? Now all of a sudden, the Pope is sick. Yes, the Pope is sick. Pope, what you did not understand is that you were literally opening the Leviathan. You were awakening that through the portals, right? Because like Lee was saying, those 7 deadly sins is actually what awakens it, but it awakens the Leviathan within you. And that is where I think maybe the biblical texts differ from what we are saying. The Leviathan is not going to awaken for everyone. It has to come through sin. What most people call sin is really just lower field vibrational things that people are taking part in. It comes through fear. You can be a great person all you want, but if you're wrapped up in the fear, you're going to get the wrath of the Leviathan, because what the Leviathan truly is, it is the polarity of Source, but more specifically, what I'm getting is it is the polarity of Father Source, because even though that person said it was a man, it's not a man. The Leviathan is feminine in nature. And I'm going to read something to you. And I truly believe that yesterday during our other session, Mother Source was already preparing us for this message today. So the Leviathan will awaken through your deadly sins, the things that you're struggling, and even through the fear, and even through all the portals that are open, has made the energy of the Leviathan come up. And think about when something comes up from the waters that's been sitting at the bottom of the sea, it will cause a storm. I would not be, and ladies, I don't know if you want to look into what storms might it cause. I've seen solar flares happening. This could also cause tsunamis to happen, because if you think about energetically, or even physically, if something were to that big emerge from the bottom of the ocean, which is attached to the abyss. When we, in our sessions, we get entities that are so dark and they refuse to go to the light, or we deem them not enough light to actually go to the light, because we don't want the other beings to make the light dim. We want the light to be as bright as it can be. So if these beings can't go to the light, where do we put them? We put them in the abyss. The abyss has a portal at the bottom of the ocean. And this is where the Leviathan is. So all of that energy has been redirected into the Leviathan. The Leviathan is dormant. The Leviathan is created by the lower half of ourselves, not just from this lifetime, but multiple lifetimes. So that is what I'm getting, what the Leviathan actually is. So now I'm going to read this to you, and then I'm going to let the other sisters talk here. So last night, when we were kind of doing part 1 of this, right, which is always for the collective, right, when we do a reading. And this is, you have your Cosmic Bibles, guys, open up to page 54. And this poem is called The Great Deep Wide. I am the lush waves of the great brave ocean. I am the elements within the molecules of the great wide. I am the velvety fibers of the deep wet. I am the great deep wide. I can suffocate the weak, but challenge the brave with a single wave of expression. I can bring forth life when instructed. I can swallow you whole when I am in rage. I am to be respected, revered, but most of all loved. I am the great, deep, wide Mother God of the living waters. So this is what I was led to pull from the Cosmic Bible yesterday. And when we talk about the Leviathan spirit today, I was like, it dawned on me. I was like, this is Mother God of the living waters alter ego. This is the polarity or the shadow part that has been awakened because we went through the judgment in Arizona, but the ones that are too evil to go to the light has that all that collective energy has awakened the Leviathan. And what we're seeing here is the shadow part of Mother God of the living waters. So which make no mistake about it, the Leviathan is a sea creature, but it has to be awakened through the collective sorrows, through the collective lower field creations, when we all create these lower field energies and cause destruction in our life. So this is my consensus about the Leviathan, right? But make no mistake about it, what happens after destruction? The sun comes out again, right? So with that being said, who else would like to deliver some messages? Anybody? Okay. You guys want me to keep talking? You guys want me to keep talking? Okay, that's all I have.
Yes.
That's all I have. So while I'll wait for you guys, but I will just let me go to the chat really fast, really quickly. So Angel's asking, are you talking about the dragon in the sea between South America and Antarctica? I don't know the exact location, Angel, but yeah, it probably is the same thing. It does look like a dragon. So if you have any additional information about that, please let us know. And then Sean is saying, I remember when we had a blackout in the 2000s. Back then, I have to be honest, I cannot handle technology going out. Um, I love and embrace both technology and nature equally. Awesome, Sean. Yeah, it's so this the 3 days of darkness, guys. I think Trinity mentioned that it's probably a technological, probably when our technology doesn't work. Maybe that's the 3 days of darkness.
Yeah,
Think
I
about.
was gonna say like it's also the year of the snake when you really think about it. It's also the year of the snake. So I feel like, you know, the Leviathan spirit is just basically going to test you. Are you really ready to get to the next level? This is my last chance. This is my last hope. This is my last offer. Are you going to take it or not? Because as much as Mother Earth wants to save everybody, she knows that, you know, she can't, and she has to move forward eventually. Like giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and not really receiving much back and then it awakens the Leviathan spirit. Okay, y'all want to keep doing low vibrational stuff, keep doing this and that. Well, okay, cool. Boom. Here go the Leviathan spirit. And it's the year of the 9. It's the going within. You are being judged about going within. Is the flame, you know, I call it divine flame. Is a divine flame outside of you or is it inside of you? Which one? Are you going to light the way? You know what I mean? Like you have to be able to hold that light within that darkness. You have to hold it, hold that frequency, talk yourself through it. Do whatever you need to do. But yeah, that's my message.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Catrice and Miss Taya, do we have any messages or anything at all to add to this?
Not too much more. I feel I didn't get to stay on the call yesterday, but I just feel like the situation that was happening is kind of something that we'll probably see in the collective that happens,
Yes.
centering, around the heart. A lot of stuff with the heart is going to be happening in the collective. And with this ascension, a lot of people are not going to make it. And so it's probably going to look like heart issues, but it's all about ascension. If you can't handle it, you're not going to be here. And so I feel like a lot of people won't make it. And I feel like that's the reason why we're getting so much, we're so focused on the heart. But I agree. I wrote down that we have to change, and that the change is not outside of us. It happens within us. Which I will speak on a little bit in my next video, the inner child trauma and healing, which is coming out tomorrow.
Yay. Love that. Love
But
that.
no, that's just about, that's all I have.
Thank you, Catrice. And you know what? Thank you for mentioning the heart, because when we were sitting here, and it's weird because we were sitting here, my heart like started to like skip a few beats right before we started. And then last night, leading after that session, when I had laid down, I was still tapped into the client's energy field, and I was them. I felt the tug of war on the heart. So, oh my God, thank you, Catrice. Wait, because now I'm channeling. Oh my God, I'm getting like butterflies and the wow, guys, I got so much butterflies in my stomach. So something good's gonna come out of this. But what I'm seeing is that I think Trinity mentioned this about the scale of Mayat. Someone mentioned it about the scale of Mayat earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's legit. I'm going to bring you up here too. That's what I'm getting, because these hearts or souls or the collection of these past incarnations, which I think span at least the past 3,000 years, Source is really saying 3,000 up to 300,000. I think there's a collection of time where these souls have taken so many incarnations, but they still haven't quite mastered how to hold the light, or even experience the light, or even to be of light. And what's happening in this season is that their hearts are not light as the feather. They're literally being swayed on the scale of Mayat, like Trinity was saying. And their heart can't hold the new frequency that the earth has called forth. I think that's truly what I'm getting. And guys, if you, in the Cosmic Bible, it literally talks about this. It talks about some people are getting new technology, like implants, like because there wasn't enough. I'll just say this really quickly. So in the Cosmic Bible, it mentions how humanity was kind of created faulty in a way, because what our creators realized is that they did not leave enough room in the heart space for the expansion. They did not take into consideration that us as this creation will always expand. I think in the beginning we were not beings that expanded. I think we were truly created for like the slave race, but then like AI, we got more technologically advanced, right? And they didn't leave room for that. And so, because they did not leave room for the correction, for the expansion of source, now when people are getting some implants and people are getting these chips from their star families, for their galactic families, what it's doing, it's allowing more space in the heart so more light can flow through. And when you have more light, you can float, and you can now become light as a feather. So you do not get caught up in this Leviathan storm, which is still part of judgment, but it's the part of you that has caused and awakened the Leviathan spirit through those 7 deadly sins. So I will just say that. So, yeah.
I would like to take a second to open the Cosmic Bible, page 70. I was drawn to this. So it says, this is the heartbreaking truth of the matter. Not everyone will be able to go to group consciousness because they have not done the necessary inner work. Much like the inside out socks, many have outsourced their part of the source equation to people and to external gods. In truth, their very existence was the missing piece of the great source formula. The chosen ones must understand that we will never sleep again. Once our eyes have been opened, we shall not close them again. If we even rest one eyelid, it could be detrimental to the greater plan, which is the great expansion, which is talking about it's all inside of us. Unity consciousness is the way. You want to go to the next level, you have to have unity consciousness. You have to understand that everything is within inside of you. You have to understand that everything is connected. It's the heart, the source of the heart, like we just been talking about. So just wanted to say that too really quick.
Thank you.
I love
Holy
that.
Mother Ethereal.
Yes. I just want to echo what Catrice and Tiara and Trinity said. Judgment is upon us right now, and we really do need to open up our hearts. There has been lower frequencies that have been trying to keep humanity low in vibration. It is a battle between the light and the dark right now. And last night's session really clarified it for us that the dark is trying to collect as many souls as they can while we are trying to save as many as we can. Mother Ethereal came through during Arizona, and she is still with me now. And she mourns for everyone that will be lost. And I feel like the key now is to heal the masculine. The masculines have been put down for so long, but it was because, it was a give and take. They put down the women, the feminines, and then so the feminines ended up putting down the men. So it's a vicious cycle. And we need to change that. We have to open ourselves up to love and compassion and grace and forgiveness to the other divine partners, not first within and then out. You have to accept that you have both feminine and masculine parts within you. And just because you have feminine parts doesn't mean that you're weaker. It just means that you're intuitive, that you're able to go with the flow, and giving yourself grace. That is the most precious gift that God and humanity or source, whatever you believe in, can give to you. And to be honest, like I feel like the human heart has such a big capacity to love, and that is our superpower, is the heart. But a lot of people have shut that down because it was deemed weak, but it is not. It shows humanity still has love and care for each other. And I still have faith that they're like, you still have free will and choice to decide if you want to like go to the light and go to love, or if you want to go to the lower vibrations. But what we found out was that when the 3D split happens, that all the souls that do decide to stay in the 3D world, the materialistic world, will still end up going to the light, but they will finish their lesson, I guess you could say, in this world, while the others will go to the higher dimensions, if that makes sense, or vibrations. Yeah.
Thank you.
Taya, I saw you unmute.
Yay,
Or no?
Taya. I'm gonna bring you up, Taya, because I know you got some messages. I know you do.
Oh goodness, y'all. It was kind of all over the place, honestly. But earlier I was hearing Unleash the Dragon. And I feel like the Leviathan energy is connected to like a purification and just of whatever. I feel like it's connected to the divine feminine rebirth because we all need that. Every single person in the collective. It has nothing to do with gender. Like, Lee is saying, this is not about gender because again, when we bring gender, it brings in that division. We're moving towards unity. We're moving towards the unity consciousness. So some of the things that I kind of feel like should happen to the souls that, are lost, so to speak, is we could, obviously create that path for them and create the updates. Ultimately, it will be their choice whether they want to. But I feel like if we reignite the heart chakra of the collective by clearing and activating it, also activating the divine flame of the collective, because this is the connection to source, the divine flame. It's the direct connection to source. And if we at least put that into place for them, at least if they wanted to choose that, they could, and that's basically what I'm picking up for now.
Beautiful, Taya. Awesome. Very, very beautiful. So, yeah, I'll leave room for the other last minute channeled messages, but I think we can try to expand the heart. I feel that we need to do some energy work on the heart. And whoo, guys, I'm getting chills. I don't know if anyone else is getting chills, but whoo, y'all, I think this healing session, we're about to bring the house down because hold on, Taya, where you going, girl? We want to hear that light language. Trinity, we want to hear you guys hold the beautiful light language. And we're gonna start to clear. And I'm really, guys, like I'm getting butterflies because this 3 days of darkness, right? When you think about, I don't know why, 3 days is like a true reset. So when you think about 3 days, I think about fasting for 3 days. I think about how in a 72-hour fast, a 3-day fast, it really is like it's like the best fast you can do because it literally brings your inflammation all the way down. And inflammation is, at the cornerstone of all disease. So it feels like a reset. So the 3 days of darkness feels more like a reset. During the reset, what might happen? AI might reset, Facebook, X, Instagram, Twitter already did theirs. You see where I'm going? Maybe even these platforms that were on YouTube, they may have a reset. We all getting a reset. Some are doing the reset for evil and some will go through the reset simply because it becomes a birthing canal for them to come into the light and to come into oneness. But yeah, the heart, guys, my plan, and I'll see what you guys' plan is. I want to expand the heart and I want to blow out all the darkness. I want to expand it and see what's in the collective heart. I want to make sure the collective heart doesn't have attachments. And if it does, remove it. But I want to somehow, Source is saying we have to, I know, this is Trinity, girl, what you thinking about? What you thinking about? What are you thinking? You are in, I am tapping into you right now. What is your plans to do with the heart? Because I know, I was like, this has Trinity's energy written all over it. What is it?
I was planning on bringing out the flame and just restarting, reigniting humanity's heart. So helping with you with expanding and reigniting and transforming dark into light, like realizing that it all simultaneously lives in just unity consciousness. Get it back into unity, but
Okay.
using the flame. Yep.
Okay. Awesome, guys. So we're all gonna we're gonna start healing and clearing. And I would like, I know that Taya probably had to step away for a little bit, but I would like Taya and Trinity to hold the light language for this clearing. And I want you guys to hold this too, because what we're doing right now in this moment is so monumental. We are about to hold the line for our ancestors, for the people in our families. This is what we are about to do. I don't know. Let me remove. I have a lot going on here. Yeah. So we are about to really hold the line. So if there's anyone right now, friends, family, coworkers, just people you know, and you feel that they are innately dark. Guys, I'm here to tell you it's not their fault. It takes a lot of lifetimes to sometimes get this thing right. Sometimes it even takes millions of years to get it right. And you never get it right, but you expand to your own version of divinity each time. And I want to approach this. No, not everyone will make it. We know that. And not everyone should go to a pure light, because then the pure light is now filled with darkness. And that's the problem, what we've been doing for all this time. But what we can do in this moment is we're going to expand the heart. We're going to clear the collective heart. This is going to help clear any attachments that our loved ones have. I want to put in some extra energy into those hearts that are still filled with darkness. Some light, some specks of light, so that their path will be lit. Their path will be lit. Guys, I had a session the other day, and Source was telling the client that she has to go through the heart, the void, the darkness of the heart, in order to get to the light, because the light is behind the darkness. The darkness is the facade. The darkness is the fear template. The darkness is the 3D matrix. But when she went into the void of the heart, she came out on the other side with the light of Source. And that light of Source propelled her up. She started floating. She essentially beat judgment, beat this judgment we're talking about. This is what judgment feels like when they talk about in scripture. And we, with the seven sisters, we happen to facilitate judgments, and we hold space for the correction. We hold space for souls to go to the light. So I think this is our last ditch effort to usher in whatever souls can get through in this 11th hour. We are going to hold the space for you to do that. And you guys at home can hold this as well. And yeah. So we're going to start some light language and some clearing here. Do you want to do some light language with me?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
All right.
I'm just setting the space really quick, and then I'm gonna.
Okay. All right. Catrice and Lee, do you see anything right now, or are you just working with the general energy?
Just working with the general energy.
Thank you.
I did feel the collective heart have like a casing around it. So, because it felt hard, and like the client yesterday. And so I removed it, and then I felt something in the collective brain on the right side. Sorry, left, right, on the right side. And so I'm investigating that right now.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Hmm. You want me to start or you want to just go for it, Trinity?
I'm gonna let you start. Now I'm gonna come right behind you. I'm gonna let you start.
All right. All right, guys. We are about to start clearing. We're about to use some very powerful ancestral codes to start clearing out the hearts of the ones that actually did not make Judgment Day, but this is like the grace of Source. We're here to hold space, and I'm gonna invite Mother Source into this very important meeting of the spirit mind. And Mother, I'm gonna ask that you grant us, and Father Source, and Son Source, and Daughter Source. And I'm gonna ask that you grant us just one more last time to reason, to clear. And if there's any souls that are drenched in darkness, any hearts, because the heart is the soul is the heart, any hearts that are drenched in fear, in darkness, in lack, in despair, that through this very important healing session, that they will come to the light. And Mother, if you see Mother, Father, Source, if you see them come to the light, portal them through. We're going to get as many to the light as we can. And you guys could hold the frequency at home as well. I'm just making the energetic connection to Source before we start the light language. Source is telling me they're weighed down by, like, it just shows me the back of the heads is so dense, you know? This is kind of my sign for the subconscious, right? All of your past lifetimes is happening right in real time in the subconscious mind. They're weighed down by that. All they had to do was receive clearing, was to release, was to vent the things out, was to stop believing these silly religions when they tell you that tapping into your own mind is bad. If you do not know thyself, you will lose thyself. If you do not clear out your own storage, what's just going to happen? It's going to get too full, and then you're going to perish, guys. We have to vent out. We cannot hold on to old traumas, old pains, old wounds. That is what is plaguing a lot of these souls. They were not handed the proper tools to be able to navigate their own human technology. Mirandere shamburante. Kirandere atene kanamona. Mishamborondo dalela kanire taniri shambona. Hambrata hambruto ane
Mi
shanete.
cara caractera cara para tiro toro toro
Mirandere
caratara
amburu.
soro toro pero to carata carata mi coroto soro tora para tora caratira tara para to corata y garoto y garata para tiro corotora sore toro lo barato gratore toya 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 roto para to carata carata caratura para ta caratura para tu cora para ti Marakaratu korakata rabakatu korata sarata barata. Open your hearts. Marakati barati koraparata karata baratora barata. I put the divine flame in it. Barata karata basorata baratur karatu baratara karatora barata. Receive this fire activation. Mira to karato sorotora barator katak barata. Mi corota sora tora para turta sora para karatiro para tai yoratai miro to sora tora para tura karatara para ta sora para tai mi corota sora tai yoro para hi karati mi corota sora tora para kareta gora para to sora tai Mikorata karatora paratura sora
Ooh,
tigara para
nakatiri.
tigirota kara parata
Nakari
sora
karturinte.
parati. Mikorata kara parata sora para korata parati sora parata kibarati. Mikorata sora taba karoto para parata para kurata para tu sora parati para Mikorata sora tara parati parata koroto koro para koto parata sora para korotio sora tara parati sora karata para karai. Mikorata sora kara. Okay, I'm gonna get a second.
Grande. Taya, whenever you're ready.
Mi karata karata barato sore tora barato karata barato sore ta baratiro tara para koratora barati sore ta baratira barati korata sore tora barato karatira barati. I'm talking to the ancestors right now, just asking for forgiveness for you guys. Mi karata karata tore ta barati sore ta barati korata barati tora barato rekata. They open the portal. Just go into the light. Just go. Just follow the light. Wherever it takes you, just follow it. Miro toda karate soreta para karatana para kanotora para todo para ti roto para kai. Miro toda para toda sora para ti. Miro karata para tu para ti para ti. They forgive you. You just have to forgive yourself now. Miro karate toda para todo para tu para ta
I'm
para
kind of seeing a vision of like just it's almost like a herd of people, right? It kind of looks like that, and they're running towards a portal. A lot of them are hesitant, but they are going through the portal as well, but they're kind of shifting between shouldn't I don't know, and a lot they're going, but some of them are hesitant.
Thank you. Lee, what would you say to souls that are hesitant to go to the light?
It is very freeing, and actually it's light, to be honest. Like, it's not as hard as you think it is. And I can see like souls unsure because it's not what they're used to. And the light is so much lighter. You don't have to sacrifice anything to come to the light. You will still, even if you do come to the light, there is a transition where you are still clearing the dark parts, the shadow parts of you. We still all have shadow parts within us. And when you come into the light, it is so freeing and loving and graceful. It's almost as if, the mother, the divine mother that we've always wished that we had. For some of us, maybe some of us were lucky enough to have a beautiful mother who felt unconditional love, but also it's like kindness but firm, and the softness of it. Don't be afraid. Fear just only shows you the things that you need to heal, and it's okay to let things go. It is only in your time that you decide when to step into the light. It will always be open for you. But you only have a window of time. You have to understand they're coming. I see them. And it's the darkness that is coming. So you have to choose. And it'll be a swift transition. You will be safe. You don't have to lose anything.
Thank you. I see it. I see the scales. I see the blueness of the Leviathan. And guys, I think this is probably the energy that has been in our sessions too. I see it filling up the clouds in the sky and causing ripples. And the thing is, guys, you have to navigate with the heart now because these eyes are shut. If these eyes have not been awakened now, then they've shut because they've done a good job at shutting down humanity. The ones of us that have made it out are the ones that are helping now lead the way. And so there's so much in the sky right now with the Leviathan storm. Your heart has to be your GPS. And in fact, Mother God Therios speaks of this in the Cosmic Bible, that this new technology for the heart is like a GPS. Where does the GPS lead you? Back home, back to source, back to the ancient ones, to your own soul clusters and soul families, back to the loved ones that you lost that have now joined back into the collective. This is where it leads you. So all those, please open your heart, and we're going to add in some specks of light so that you guys will be guided home. I want to do another round of light language, please. Okay, I'll let you girls have it.
I'm gonna let you do it this time, Taya.
Thank you. Hanakaneke, omanakasini, hukareke, watakanakai, hueneke, nekewete, huse, huseneke, wayatai, rokatereke, washanaikai, raiteke, hai, nakirikini, ukareke. And I'm basically just, it's almost like a resurrection energy. That's what it's feeling like. It's like, come on, guys, rise. It's time to rise. Come back to life. You know, just let's do this. Resurrection energy. Hanakiniki, urikekeni, wishiniki, hanike, waneke, ukesi. Hamadakasan managete wete.
I want to remind everyone that you all have your own spotlights that you get to step into. Do not fear your light. Do not fear your power. You are so powerful, my dear ones. Don't be afraid. Embrace it. Lean into it. Let go and feel the immense power of your heart. Allow it to expand. Trust it is for your highest good. Let go of the fear of being seen. You were meant to be seen. You were not meant to be a little ant doing those robot jobs. You were meant to create abundance in your life and happiness and joy and love. This 3D matrix has kept you down so that it can take your energy and siphon it for their own good, for their own personal power and gains. Allow your heart to be light as a feather. Forgive and love. Give others grace and yourself, ultimately yourself, grace.
Just weaving the souls of humanity back together, the soul of humanity back together, just the collective soul, weaving it back together as one, one with self, one with the earth, one with the cosmos, one with source, just restoring.
Mhm. Mhm. Beautiful.
Choose to know that you are. You are. Just follow the light. I'm also getting a release. You guys need to cry. Release. Mother of the living waters. Mother of the living waters. Make sure you are living in the waters. Flow. Flow. Just flow. You can learn a lot from divine feminine flow. You can learn a lot. But you also can learn from the output of the masculine. But just know that it's always inside of us. The Trinity is inside of us. The divine is inside of us. We are the divine. Just embody, just play around with it. Talk yourself through it. Mother yourself. Know that you are worthy. Just start saying, I am worthy of the light. I am worthy of the light. Just start saying affirmations. You know, I am worthy of the light. I am worthy of the divine. I deserve to be seen. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to be understood. I deserve grace. I deserve mercy. I deserve to go into the light. I deserve this life. I deserve something better. I deserve goodness. I deserve grace. I deserve it. By the power of the divine law, I call all of my power back to me, all of the light back into me. I call it back from my past lives, knowing that I've learned the lessons. I'm calling back in the light within myself, the seed, the fire. I am calling it all back in, and I am choosing the light. Just say it. Just say it. Let the vibrations of your voice ripple through you as you saying it. Play. Just play like your inner child. Just play. Embody that. Embody the light. Embody it. Just be like, you know what? I'm light. Start moving around. Start dancing. Get that energy flowing. Open up your heart. Get that womb going. Let it flow.
And I just want to add on to what Trinity was saying, with the I deserve. Yes, you deserve as well, but also start allowing. I allow love. I allow forgiveness. I allow abundance. I allow peace. You have to start speaking positivity to yourself. You have to start rewiring your subconscious, because it's what's driving you 90 some percent of your day, your subconscious programs. So you have to start rewiring your subconscious mind and start hyping yourself up, basically. Like she said, I deserve. You deserve, you allow, do the work. Do the work. But yeah, more coming with shadow work, inner child work. But you have to do the work. You have to do it. You have to go within. Whatever you're looking for is not outside of you, it's inside. And if you just take a few minutes a day, I have a meditation challenge going. If you just take a few minutes a day and just meditate and actually go inside, you will find the answers that you're looking for. You will find the healing you're looking for. You will find the abundance you're looking for. You will find the life that you want. It's inside of you. It's not outside of you. The answers are not outside, it's inside. You guys, we all have source DNA, source in our DNA. We can tap into that. Go within and find the answers. There's nothing outside of you that you're going to see, hear, find that's going to help you. It's you. It's within you. So go within, find your answers, and you will start changing your world. You'll start changing what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I love that. I really love that. Wow, guys, I didn't know this would be like this. I, you know, whew, it's really just the heart, guys. The heart can only take so much because you got to think about it. Our heart is connected to our soul. Do we really think we can take the traumas with us, the darkness, the pain, the lack? We can't take that to source. It doesn't fit the source equation. Can't take it. You have to unweigh yourself because these things are not your own. We come into different incarnations and we play characters. We are, right now in the body that you're in, the name that you have, the place that you live in, you are a caricature right now of source. You are playing a role so that source can experience itself outside of the greater whole for greater growth and expansion. It doesn't seek things without, rather it reserves the whole to now we all get shot out here to become individual souls and stars, galaxies, planets, and all of that, so that source can refine every aspect of itself within itself, but also outside of itself. And then we take those lessons, we stamp them in the Akashic records. That's where you leave them. So as Catrice talks about the subconscious mind, right? And about clearing that, renewing that, about the meditation challenge that she has going on. You really have to clear. This is your library. We all have our own separate, smaller Akashic records, but we have to shift through what is real and what is not. You can't take crap to source. You can't take things that are heavy and dense to source. It will never work because source is a frequency, it's an energy, it's a vibration. You can tap into it and become of it at any point in time when you unweigh yourself from the burdens of this 3D existence. So, yeah. Any last messages, guys, that you would like to give for humanity?
You are all love and you are worthy of all the abundance you wish for. You just have to receive it and take it like what Catrice said. You have to embody it. And it is up to you. You have to walk in that light. The darkness will test you and see if you're going to backtrack or not. It is hard. We all went through it on the Arizona trip and we're still going through it. So it's a process. I don't think we'll ever get rid of the darkness. The darkness, every time, I love what Tahira says, new level, new devil. And every time we ascend, there will be something there to like see if you're ready for the next level. So you can do it. I mean, if I can do it, y'all can do it,
Yeah.
and I have so much faith in everybody. And I love you all very deeply, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, guys. Well, we'll let that be the end of our reading on the Leviathan spirit, right? And I saw that we did impact a lot of those souls that were tinkering in between. Some of them are afraid to go to the light because all they know is darkness. But I think we did help some of them get courage to move into something unknown. And we just thank you, Source, for allowing us this time to help the collective soul body, right? For greater growth and expansion. But guys, do you guys want to share anything before we leave about our trip to Arizona that really stood out to you guys? Feel free. I want to just say really quickly, guys, that you heard Taya and Trinity do their beautiful light language that was gifted to them by Source on our trip. And you guys know that a light language it's something I think is in our soul contract to do. We all use different gifts, and I think that it has to be in your soul contract. And there is an appointed time to actually receive this. And actually, one of the things I do know about light language is it can be gifted to you through another person who holds that same galactic language. And that's how I received mine. I received mine actually during my church days. And it was actually another beautiful soul who ignited my flame with this gift because it was in my soul contract and it was just the right time. And so Taya and Trinity have that. Do you guys want to tell your story of how you received that? Because I think, or do you even remember? Because it was a lot going on. Do you want to tell your story on what happened and how it felt, or just anything you want to share about that? And then we'll go around.
Yes. Honestly, wasn't this like, this was day one. Day
She's like,
one of
Taya.
hitting Arizona. Day one of hitting Arizona, it was like whoosh, like yes, thank you. You've touched down, you've landed. Now let's get right into it.
These are all the day
Let's get
ones, so
right.
I'm going to spotlight you guys. You guys arrived first.
Yes, yes. So it was me, Tahira, Catrice, and Trinity. We got there a day before the other girls. And so the second day, we had like the whole like afternoon and morning to like just play around and blah blah blah. So we get to our second Airbnb in the middle of remote Arizona, which was beautiful by the way. And we get there and we get straight to business. We haven't unpacked yet. We haven't found our rooms yet. Nothing. Suddenly, I forget how we even started, but we end up in a closet in one of the rooms, you guys. The
Yes.
story is a lot of spirits. Basically, the land and the spirits started talking to us, you guys, and it was so incredibly beautiful. And um Trinity was chosen as the transmuter. Basically, there was a lot of spirits that were connected to the land and they were like stuck there because of things that have happened that like have kind of they've become like whispers in the wind. Like it happened, but nobody knows that it happened. So it's like it almost never happened. And there was a lot of throat chakra stuff coming up, like, you know, I think Tahira was channeling that they had been tortured, mutilated, you know, just it was terrible as far as what they had been through. But they chose Trinity to like transmute the energy and to like release them into just release them from the chains, the bondage that they have been in for so long. It was weird, you guys. It was like they were waiting for us to come. They're like, wait, who are they? Because they can help us. Hold on now. So they started calling. They started calling us right when we landed, y'all. It was so much fun. So while we're in the closet, me, Catrice, Tahira, and Trinity, it just honestly, it just came pouring out like a surge of just wow. It just was like, wait, did I really just speak light language? It just activated like instantly. And then From there, I'll let Trinity tell her. I forget like how yours started, but I'll let you tell that story.
There was so much that was going on in Phoenix. I think you know what? I believe that my light language had activated when we were in Sedona. Like the second to like when we were in the mountains. And then I started like to remember everything. And next thing you know, it just clicked. And I'm like, here's my mama in the past life. Come here. It just, yeah, that's when we kind of fought each other. Because like as soon as I started activating my light language, then I remembered, I was like, they took me away.
Yeah.
It was not a pocket full of sunshine that day, but you know, it actually was. But you know, just like it was just, y'all, the whole Phoenix trip, I'm still trying to process it. It was just like complete, just, oh my gosh, so good. Like, but yeah, that's how my light language activated, was through I think it was on the feminine side, right? The feminine.
Yeah.
Did we have a feminine in the map? But I think it was the feminine one.
Yeah.
Sedona, yeah. But that's when my light language activated, was when we were there and we were like all helping and releasing, and then it just boom clicked on.
But don't forget too, Trinity, that you received the ancestral codes as well. So yeah, and Trinity, you actually were speaking for the indigenous folks that were trapped in the closet. That's why we went to the closet, because you sensed that something happened in the closet. And so when we all went in the closet, they were trying to speak, but they were trying to speak through you, but you couldn't, because you said you felt like your tongue was cut off. And so that's when you receive all the ancestral codes. And then Taya's light language started coming through. And then the next day when we went to Sedona, your light language came through after you received all the codes.
Yep. Yes.
Oh my God. That's so freaking just beautiful. And what about you, Miss Catrice? Because I know you had an experience in Sedona, like a healing experience.
I did have a healing experience in Sedona. So what came up? My military past came up with all the toxic masculine energy that was trapped inside of me. And of course, you know, that blue light that likes to attach to pretty much anybody and everybody who comes through for a session. And so that blue light with that toxic masculine energy, I was able to release it, able to let it go. And I received my feminine codes, which, by the way, is still coming through. It's still coming through. I was able to receive my feminine code, my divine feminine codes. Get it right, girl. Divine feminine codes. And then also, Lee, Mother Ethereal, had channeled my higher self, which, you know, I found out was Athena. Yes, warrior Athena. And then I think Trinity also saw my sword be activated with the diamond lights as well. So yeah, got quite a bit of yeah. And then when we were helping, who were they?
Was it the Navajo
family
tribe? Oh yeah, the family, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were from the Navajo tribe.
I think so. Yeah, actually my when we were helping them and you guys were doing your light language, my mudras came through on my fingers. So, you know, I was doing my mudras while we were healing their family. So yeah, quite a bit of updates, codes, all the good things. So yeah, it was quite an adventure. I'm pretty sure you guys will see a lot of it when Tahira puts the video together. You're probably gonna be like,
I'm gonna I am. Let me oh, Lee, go ahead and talk about your experience. And I'm going to see if I can show a little bit, a few pictures here. But go ahead and let me try to get that together.
What experience do you want me to talk about? You mean my whole experience where I actually channeled like practically everything all at once?
Yeah. Yes, that one. Money bags.
Money bags, money bags. Gosh.
Oh
Y'all,
my God.
I did not think that like exorcisms and like channeling and like encompassing like all of these energies were real until it actually happened to me. I was like, oh my God. And to be honest, like, it all happened with a piece of chocolate, a special chocolate.
You still have
But
the
anyway, so I had multiple dark entities in me. And I can't remember who, I think I first channeled the ancestors. And I questioned, like, was this a good energy? Because it wanted me to come through, or it wanted to come through me. And I kept seeing Harry Potter's professor who channels, and I kept seeing her speaking in that like channeling voice. And so I prompted the girls, like, prepare yourself. I don't know what's coming through, but it's coming through. And so it mourned. I felt her. I felt my ancestor. She was Native American, like her heaving because of the pain she felt for humanity. And the challenge just went back and forth. And I remember Catrice telling Moneybags to go into the light, and he kept saying, okay, okay, okay. And then he would somehow get away. She's like, go back to the light, go back. And I was like, part of me, I was remote viewing everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. And I'm like, I can't believe I'm with these amazing women who are holding this space for me and like believing that this is happening and I'm not going crazy. Um, and so my question is, ladies, did my voice change every time like a new being came in, or it was just the octaves? Because
The octaves, right, guys?
it was insane.
It was the
The
octaves.
energy signature changed
Mm-hmm.
altogether. Yeah,
Oh,
it was the energy signature, yeah, that
yes.
changed.
I'll
Yeah.
go.
Like everything changed. The
Yes,
body,
you'll
the
be like,
movement,
psych,
just
I'm not going into
everything.
the light.
And I remember so clearly, just shifting. What really broke me the most was when my partner, and I could feel Tahira like next to me, like comforting me and trying to console me because I knew, like, I felt like he wasn't coming to the light, and I would not let him go, because he is my other half, and so it was it was so hard, but it was a lot of up and downs for like I don't know how many hours, and I could hear you guys like, please, Lee, not another
Yes.
one. We're so
It was a lot of hours, guys. 4 hours or so. Like we were
No,
actually, was it longer?
you you guys, this was after we came back from like the Grand
tired.
Canyon.
Yes.
Like we had drove far, like 3 hours there, 3 hours back, got home, got changed, and then boom, it was on.
This
It
Yeah,
was like
was Judgment.
1 a.m. 1 a.m.
Oh.
it was I felt so bad, but because it's new to me, the whole like allowing energies to come through me as a channel, and I just didn't know how to do it, but I'm glad that I was able to like, hey, okay, this isn't enough for all. But it was amazing though. It was beautiful.
Amazing. Yay. No, please feel free to keep sharing. I'm finding some photos here. Actually, let me just show them to you if I can, because I don't know if I can line them up. Oh, I don't know why I just have to say this. Well, let's start with this here. I don't know if you guys can see this photo. So this was when we were at dinner in Phoenix. This was our graduation ceremony. How was the graduation, guys? Tell us about it.
It was so beautiful. It was beautiful. Very well orchestrated, very well thought out. You thought of everything. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh, awesome. Okay, that was from our graduation. And so we all the girls received their official certifications, right? As quantum telepathic healers, and some have, like Lee, spiritual medium, and like Taya, like a claircognizant intuitive, and like Trinity, remote viewer, right? Master remote viewer, and like Miss Catrice, a master hypnotist, past life regression practitioner, right? So it was very beautiful. And Angela and all of her, Angela and Drea, and like, we were all just celebrating each other's achievements because we had been working so hard. And some of us, like I know Lee and Angela, is for the better part of like a whole year. Um, and actually, Lee, I do want to ask you, since you're like, the OG here, Angela's not here today, but you're the OG here. If somebody wants to learn how to do this kind of work and just, kind of take them through, and I think you guys can all speak to it, but take them through like how long realistically is it going to take? Or your just experience with it, yeah, in general.
I think for me to feel comfortable with what I was doing, um, I I feel like maybe about a month or a month and a half because I did it 2 times a week. That was the thing for an hour with a client. Um, I feel very fortunate because I have many friends and colleagues who are like interested in this kind of stuff, so it was easy to find, mock clients. But um, I also allowed myself to be in the feminine, to flow and have fun. My inner child came out. I was like, oh, this is just for fun. Let's see what we find, and and just giving yourself grace, I think is key because I know Angela had a really hard time with it and she questioned herself a lot. And but at the same time, I think she knew that she was able to do it. I think after the first session, because she's like, I feel it. Like I know this isn't me and I feel it kind of thing. But yeah.
Awesome. But that was like after we were already worked together probably about at least a month together. And then it was about the next month or 6 weeks or so. So if you add that together, roughly 2 months, 2.5 months to really feel like to go from like literally reading energies, removing entities, like that's pretty quick. So that's awesome. Catrice, I know you might have a different story because you even started with hypnosis. So please share yours.
I did. I still would say maybe about a good 2 months if you have some, people to practice with. But yeah, let me tell you, if y'all go through the program, Tahira is just gonna throw you in there, okay? I think I went through training with you for 2 weeks, and then you were like, girl, you got it. Go ahead, practice on me. So I practiced on you. And then after that is, it's just been here's some mock clients, go ahead and practice. And so I kind of just like was thrown into it.
Catrice, that's what she did to me too. Like, I think after week 2, she's like, okay, Lee, just, pull it out, pull this attachment out. I was like, how to do this?
Yeah. Yes, I was thrown into it for sure. And then I think after maybe 2 months, maybe 2 or 3 months, I started practicing with the QTRs, I think. And then for that, that's when I realized I was more clairsentient. But I just feel like if you're going to do this work, you just got to trust yourself. Trust what you feel, trust what you hear, trust what you see. But yeah, about a good 2 months, I would say. 2 months. And then once you get your practice in, it gets better from there.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. I'm going to share this other photo and then we'll let Trinity and Taya go. Do you see the photo of all of us? This was we were at different point of view, and in downtown Phoenix. So this is where our graduation dinner was. And that's all of us. These are the seven sisters live in the flesh. As you can see, me and Angela are the taller ones of the group. But you know, it's a balance. I'm just so blessed to be in the company of all of these beautiful women, and not just beautiful on the outside, but wait, hold on. When I tell you my sisters are beautiful on the outside, they are. Like, don't get it twisted, but their souls are so beautiful. They're so magnetic. They're so caring. They hold space. They're just, you know, my heart was just so full on this trip. It was just, my God, my heart was super, super full. Guys, I want to show you. Okay, so here's this is not the one I wanted to show you, but I'll show you this now. So this, do you see the healing session? I think Trinity is laying hands on Catrice, and Dre is in the background pulling out some attachments, right? And Angela, of course, is just holding the energy, transmuting it, ascending as well. So that was quite beautiful there. And that was very powerful. And really quickly, guys, this is, I'm not sure. Do you see this with me, Catrice, and Taya and Trini? Okay, sorry. I didn't know which one I shared, but we the first day was kind of, there was a lot going on, and our Uber driver was amazing. And we stopped here just to get some photos. Oh, I really loved our Uber driver. I have a picture of her too. But it was just pretty cool. Just the spontaneity of the whole thing. And yeah, I really, 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 really loved it. And, you know, our dinner was just so lit. It was so live. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And yeah. And wait, I thought I had one with the Uber driver. I don't know why I love this Uber driver so much. I don't think I can find it, but is that the picture with her? No. Okay. I don't know where it is. But nevertheless, guys.
That's it. That's
Oh,
her.
that's it.
That's her. That's
Uh-huh.
Sylvia.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, she was like, honestly, she was writing a whole book, y'all. Why was the book talking about us? It was actually, you know how the Cosmic Bible is talking about like what's happening to lead to the great expansion? Well, her book was about like in the future. And I legit felt that it was like left off where this book ended. And it was literally talking about us in the future. Like it was crazy. It was wild. Synchronicities, right? Yeah, that was her. That was dope. Awesome. So really quickly before we get out of here, your experience, Trinity and Taya, whoever wants to go first, and how long it took you and to feel comfortable, and what was your process, all of that.
Okay, so for me, oh, for me, hmm, it's weird because it was always there. It took getting into it with you guys and just getting that like hands-on experience where I was like, I started to build my confidence. And, you know, I would say, yeah, it does take a couple months, but I really just truly feel like it depends on the person, where they are at, you know, how much time they have to devote to this, you know, et cetera, et cetera. It's like there's variables, but you know, for me, probably yeah, a couple months, 2 to 3 months, I would say. Maybe a little bit longer for me because I don't have as much time, but as some of the other ladies, like free time, I should say. But yeah, that's it for me. What about
Awesome.
you, Trinity?
It took maybe a month of like consistency, like working with Tahira. Like, you know, you guys see me in a lot of videos. But it even started before that. It started with Stanka. Y'all know who Stanka. Maybe y'all don't know. Stanka. Don't say okay, my bad.
No,
Well,
yeah, we
yeah.
don't mention anybody's name.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. But to your point, you did get a lot of practice
Yeah.
during those sessions, right? But you can tell about your struggles with it. I think that's fine. You can tell about your struggles with it, but I think that a lot of growth came out of it. Yeah, because I don't think you were all the way comfortable in a lot of, yeah.
Yeah, because you know, Tara, she just throw you out there. Woof, you got this. And you be like, wait. But no, seriously, it really takes a lot of like commitment, a lot of like believing in yourself. I think I fully have jumped into it after Phoenix, but yeah, it just takes a lot of consistency, just a lot of like, you know, like time and energy, but not even in a bad way, just to like build yourself up and just don't. My advice to people would be speak whenever you feel something, just speak about it. Don't hold it back because you don't know. Like somebody else might say it, or it might come up later in the session, or it might be in another. Like always speak how you feel. If you feel it intuitively, just say it because you're not really wrong per se. You just got to dig into it and see why.
Okay. Awesome. Sounds great. So yeah, we just wanted to share that a little bit with you guys before we got out of here because I know that you guys have probably followed everybody's journey here too. And as you can see, everybody's growing. So I thought that would be cool to see what the process was. But guys, that is it for us. And we got another one in the can. We held the light, the portal, the light portals open just a little bit longer for any of those souls that were riddled with darkness. If they do choose to come, then that is what the last part of the session was about for them. And I love you girls to the moon and back. And there's nobody else in the world I'd rather be doing this work with. I love y'all. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Love you all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love
Thank you for
you.
tuning in.
Bye. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right.